Hello and welcome. Good morning, Australian agents. And if some New Zealanders are joining us this morning as well, I hope you guys are having an awesome morning, getting your coffee and tea and whatever you needed. So excited to welcome back Kai from TTC Tour Brands. How are you doing this morning?
I'm really good. Thank you, Amanda. Thanks for asking. Great to be here again.
Yes, you're welcome, and thanks for joining us. So today, Kai is going to present, and then after she presents, we're going to have some Q&A with you agents. So have your questions ready, put them in chat at any time, and then we will save those for Q&A. And without further ado, well, let's get started. We're really excited to learn what you have to present today. So thanks again for joining us, Kai.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amanda. So for anyone that was on my webinar in May, hi and welcome back. But for anybody new that's joining us today, my name is Kai and I'm your National Key Account Manager for Australia. So if there's anything that you need, please feel free to reach out to me. I've got at the end of the slide, there will be my contact details so you can take a photo of it and send me any emails or any requests and things like that. So, as Amanda had mentioned, I work for the Travel Corporation, but TTC Tour Brands, which actually incorporates, as a refresher for anybody new on here, incorporates five of our brands in total. So, Luxury Gold, Insight Vacations, Trafalgar, Cost Saver, and Kentucky. How I like to talk about us, or what I do, is that I look after all your international touring brands. So if you think of the Travel Corporation with other brands, I don't take care of them. But if you need to know any contacts, reach out to me. But I look after all your international travel brands within our company. Just a refresh because I've got today will be more about tips and tricks and I can do for you in social media and marketing and things like that. But just a quick refresh, I guess, of what we do and our five brands can provide you in your business and your clients. Within these five brands, we truly believe that you will have a tour for anyone and everyone. And what we mean by that is that throughout the five brands I've just spoken about, we have all different levels of accommodation. So from high-end luxury five-star with your luxury gold, down to cost saver, which is more that three-star flexibility sort of style touring. Dining options, of course, will vary between the brand as well. Experiences, well, to be fair, you're going to get them throughout all of our brands, whether it be included or optional excursions through Cost Saver. Throughout all of our brands as well, we are all about responsible travel. The itineraries and paces varies without the brands. Group size is another one. We know that some people are looking for more smaller size groups, so we can have that option for you with our Luxury Gold and our Insight Vacations. And then so on, so on. So travel directors, to be honest, is the same throughout all of them except for Luxury Gold. We really do have that more enhanced experience with our travel directors. And then the big one though is price point. Because we know that there's going to be people coming to you saying, I've got this much budget, which we love it when they say the sky's the limit, but that's not everybody. You might have somebody that has more of a, average budget or maybe a little bit lower budget. We really do have a product there for everybody. As a refresh as well, where do we travel to? So, where do we not is probably the easier one to say. So, as you can see by the screen there, we do actually travel a lot of the world, just not heading down to that seventh continent. What it does change is that what brands travel to where. So, for an example, Asia, or I can say Japan as an example, we do have Cost Saver, Trafalgar, and then Luxury Gold in that space, as well as Kentucky, just not Insight Vacations. So, I am actually going to today go through our travel agent portal as well as tools and stuff like that. And on there, you'll be able to actually see which of our brands travel to certain regions and not, because our travel agent portal actually allows you to see all of our brands in one stop shop. So for anyone on this webinar today that's been going on the standalone Trafalgar website or the standalone Insight or the standalone Cost Saver one, you're going to love this session because there is one stop shop for you to go on the travel agent portal that has all of our brands on there for you and allows you to really drill into dates that they're traveling, maybe, length of trip that they want, things like that. So I'm going to go through all that with you today, which then brings me to the next slide. What do we, or can I and we, offer you as travel agent tools? So the first one I'm going to show you is a little video first that just gives you the overheads of what the travel agent portal looks like. And then I'm going to go through a more tips and tricks side of it for you of how you can do all the searching there for you. So let me start with this video. I hope you all got just as excited as me when it comes to the bookings part of it. So how you can actually go in and download the up-to-date itineraries and things like that. It just allows you to work within your own time, because I know a lot of you might be working, say, in the evening just to fit in times to things. So you can actually do it all yourself through the travel agent portal, which is great. So just bear with me for a moment. I'm actually going to switch my screen around, because I'm now going to take you through to, sorry, I knew this would happen. I'm now going to take you through to showing you the travel agent portal myself. If I can do that for a second, there we go. Then I'm going to take you through the travel agent portal and show you some other tips that I find really, really handy, that allows you to, go through and find marketing tools, go through for the, here it is, there we go, like marketing tools and things like that. So give me a moment. As we all know, it's just, okay, great. So now you should be able to see our travel agent portal. So if you don't have the travel agent portal logins yet, I do have a screen at the end of the page, like at the end of my presentation, that has the URL, and then it has my contact details. So first of all, go on, try and register yourself first. If that doesn't work, please contact me and I'm able to help you out with your logins. Once you're in here, as that video showed before, you have the home button, which is where we are at the moment. Bookings. Now, I showed that video because I don't actually have any bookings, so I can't go through that with you step by step, but that video had showed you how to do that, which is great. Now, my other one that I love here is the Offers Hub. So the Offers Hub, I'm going to click on there for you. Whenever we have an offer in market, and that is the same as a deal, things like that, we actually have it so that way in here, you can go down and you can see by the brands what we have on offer. So it's got here Trafalgar Tours on sale, 10% off 2025 worldwide tours with Trafalgar. Now, I will just start and stress here that this is the Australian market. So for anyone watching anywhere overseas, it might be a different offer and market for you. So this is really just for the Australian market. If you're in New Zealand, you'll probably notice we've got similar deals in market with yourselves as well. When you go down to here, then you'll have your marketing assets. This is fantastic. Download it here, and in there we'll have all your social media content, stories that you can add on to your social media, as well as any, say, flyers or anything like that as well. So when you go to further down the screen, you'll see it all there for you. Kentucky tends to have always a different offer than what I would call open age brands have. So open age is your Trafalgar cost saving insight. And then Kentucky will always have a different offer. So you can see here on the screen here that it says save up to 30% on select tours and an extra 5% off Greek island hopping with a certain code there. Again, click the marketing assets, and then you can now start promoting that through your social media, or even maybe if you're doing an email out to your clients using some of the tiles that we have in there for you. And then further down is just some last extra little things, so last minute deals and stuff like that as well. So if we head back up to the head back to the top of the screen there. So that's your Offers Hub. Little tip as well, if you're like me and I like to save time as possible, and you do all your social media content on your phone, is to actually log in to the agents portal here through your phone. And when you do that, you can download those assets, so the social media posts and stuff like that, onto your phone, which then allows you to fast put up those social media posts. So I'm going to share a screen with you a little bit later, but I actually do it with my work Instagram page where I've got it downloaded already. And with that, I then just quickly put it on. And usually it's, say 3 o'clock in the afternoon as I'm having a cup of tea, I quickly pop it on. Or we know that sometimes social media content is better done after work. So I tend to do that maybe when I'm about to cook dinner or when I'm sitting there watching some TV or something like that. So definitely log in through your phone and then download it for there. So it always sits into your folders, like your photos and that sit into your folders there. Now you've got this one here that says our brands. So you'll notice all of our brands there. If you want extra information about our Make Travel Matter, what that means, so you can share that with your customers because you know that they are all about, sustainable travel. Please click on that and you can get some more information there. And then our other brands are there as well. You will notice at this point, AET Kings, Inspiring Journeys, and Uni World is here. I don't take care of them, but this is just for some information there for you. So you can click on those. You got Trafalgar, you would say home, and then you've got all the other things like brochures, training, meet the team. So if you're looking for extra information, you'll be able to find it all under our brands. Then there's groups, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more with you shortly anyway, and then agent tools. Now, agent tools is training. If you're a new consultant, which I don't think would have too many here, but some information about that. But the main one is if your own incentives. So, for an example, we have our Book Bank Bon Voyage, where every client that you book with TTC Tour Brands, once you've registered with us, will allow you to have credit onto your own holidays. So, if that's something that you really want to learn more about, please email me and I will let you know more about it. Or just click on this Book Bank Bon Voyage button here. When you do that, it will, or when it wants to load, it will then take you through to the details of what Book Bank Bon Voyage is, as well as like how you would qualify, how you can register, and all of it that comes from there. So it goes into more details there and sends you through to the team that looks after it there for you. Then you would have seen before on my last video that we have the Marketing Hub. Now, I just want to explain the difference between the two. So the Office Hub that I mentioned before is the offers we have in market, so like the deal sort of side of things. Then we have the Marketing Hub, and the Marketing Hub is all year round marketing videos, uh, flyers, things like that that you can use. So all your assets you can use across all of our brands at any time of the year. Luxury Gold, for an example, we tend to not have any offers in market for that one. So you would then go into the Marketing Hub area, then start downloading the social tiles and things like that. I like to explain this as like the Marketing Hub is more of an inspirational hub for you. It's where you want to not sell, sell, sell to your clients, but you want to be able to go out with some inspiration of what a holiday can look like for them. You would pick it up here and then you would go on and place it onto your social media or newsletters and things like that. So you'll find as you go down, you've got it here like social tiles, logos, we go across, videos, all the rest from there. Some of the stuff we've got with the brand campaign, which Trafalgar is amazing. So it's a video about guests that are gone on there, how amazing it was to connect with others and the experiences that they received. You can be sharing that on your social media there. And it just gets people thinking about what it could look like for them versus it just being sale, sale, sale. So you'll find that's all there for you and a couple of there for AET Kings Inspiring Journeys as well. And then the last one there, when you go into it, is contact us. So sometimes I do get the questions of, who do I contact? With your res and things like that. So we've got all those contact details there. I'm sure it's through your internal processes as well. The other part, though, I just wanted to point out is that we actually do have a 24-hour email and web chat support. So again, I only work with home-based agents, which a lot of you are home-based or you work, different hours and stuff to fit it in. This is such an amazing, support for yourselves. So where, reservations may only be open for a certain amount of time, you might not be able to get to them at that time. You can actually send off an email and you'll get a response throughout, a few hours or within later that evening, or that web chat support. So I'm going to click on it now for you. If you click on that chat now area, you fill in your details, you say, wants to know who I want to talk to. I want to talk to Cost Saver and go to start chat. And then in here, I now am chatting to somebody with Cost Saver. I could put there, hi, I'm looking at, highlights of Bohemia trip. I just want to know when we're staying at Krakow, will I have some free time for such and such and such and such? You can pop that in there and they will respond to you instantly, which is just a great little tool there for you. You can see that Ryan's now connected. He wants to have a chat to me. And this is 24-hour support. So the days of it being only a certain time that you can speak to somebody, that's not the case. You've got somebody there with you all the time. All right, see you, Ryan. I'm going to close up that little tab there now. He's actually a really, really good consultant of ours. So I'm going to, whoops, I didn't do that properly. All right, cool. So that's that part of it there. Then I just wanted to show you on the agent portal how you can search for things. So yes, you can go back to the home page, click on the brands, go on from there. But my little tip for you is that if you kind of know where you want to go, the clients have told you what you want to do and things, head up to the search toolbar here and pop in Rome or Italy if it needs to be, or France or wherever you want to go. If you're not entirely sure, then you don't even have to type in anything here. Just click that little search, the search bit there, and now it's just brought up all that search engine for us. In here, and I hope this excites everyone else like it does me, in here is where we've got all of our brands now. So Trafalgar, Insight, Luxury Gold, Cost Saver, and Kentucky. And then it goes into the filter side of things. So let's say you've got the client in front of you. They like I like this on an Insight and Trafalgar, but it really comes down to the itinerary that you got to offer and the timing of year. You can now go Insight and Trafalgar, which is fantastic. You can then go up the top here where it says travel dates. And let's say they say to you, I'm very strict on the travel dates that I can go. Work, I'm a nurse and work's only allowing me to do a 3-week holiday and I have to go at this time. You can go across and let's say she's saying from the 9th of September through to the 30th of September. That's all I can do. I cannot get any other time off. Click apply. And now that's going to drill down to how many trips are available in that period. So now we're at 663 trips available for that period. So from here, then you might do the, so let's say they go, I want to do Europe. Click onto Europe now. And now we've brought it down to 107 tours available. Whereabouts in Europe do you want to go, Jenny? Well, I really haven't, I'd love to, might maybe look at doing, say, Italy. I also haven't been to Spain before, so let's click on Spain as well. And now once we've done the 2 countries that Jenny has said she wants to go to, we've now got 46 options that we can be doing at this point. So that's pretty great to be able to drill it down. Maybe then at that point, Jenny goes, but even though I got the 3 weeks off, I'd like a good deal. Let's click on view all offers. So we click on view all offers. And now that should be bringing through. It just takes a little bit of time. It went from 47 now to 43 options for her, which now, have an offer on some of those dates there. So, and these are the options we're looking at. At this point, you're looking at it, you've got best of Italy. You're like, great, I just don't know whereabouts it goes to. You'll notice along the draw bar at the top here that you've got show maps. If you click on that, now it shows you the map of the tour. But I mean, you can all see here that I'm wearing glasses, so I still can't see this the best. But if you, instead of going into the tour itself where it says view tour, go to this little button here. I hope everyone can see this okay for me, but this button here that says quick view. Click on that. And this isn't necessarily going into the page, but it's allowing you to have a quick view of the tour. So you can now see by this image here that it's doing Rome to Rome. So starts in Rome, does Sorrento, heading up Assisi, Venice, Lake Maggiore, Florence, and finishes up in Rome. And on the right-hand side, it says, Jenny, it's 13 days, 15 countries, 15 cities, 2 countries. This is where it's going day by day. Does this sound kind of what you might want to do? If yes, then you can go view tour. If Jenny says no, probably not, maybe just a little bit more different, then that's okay. You would go on to the next one. Let's have a look at this one, Jenny. So it's still Italy, but it's got Italy and Sicily. Then you would go through this again. Yep, that sounds much better. I've never been to Sicily. I've watched the White Lotus show, and then you can go view tour. and then it would take you into the details of the tour from there. The great thing about our chat portal as well is that if still when you get to this point, it doesn't work for Jenny, the tabs are still open up at the top here. So you can go back to the original search area and it still has all of the tours that it did that drill down searching for us and didn't get rid of that page. So then you can go in between those two tabs at the top there. Then from there, once you're in our area of the tour, so going into the details of it, just make this a little bit smaller the screen. You can see we've got the itinerary here, so 17 days, 19 countries, has the map here. Then up the top here, it has dates and prices, which, you know, she had said September is what she could do. Let's head into that September period. Great, we've just found a tour that is on request though, a tour that fit in with the dates that Jenny was looking at. So then we could call up reservations because it says call us, but it's still available. It means we probably only have a few seats left on that one. So you could call up and then book that in for Jenny. Where if she was a bit flexible, then you could do the date before that, the 6th, and book it in yourself. Then one other bit I guess I wanted to show you because it's a really good selling tool for you and you can add it into any emails for your customer is once you get down to the screen here, yes, you can go through the day by day or a lot of agents hyperlink this page and send it to their customer. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if you want to bring that, I guess, extra service to a customer that you've listened to them, you're giving them options, you can actually over this, you'll see here under the image here, it's got download itinerary and print itinerary. If you click download itinerary, this will download it at a really nice format for you. Hopefully this shows properly. Yep, it is. You should be able to see this on your screen. And now it's got Insight Vacations, Green Italy and Sicily, and it literally has the map there for you, you know, where it starts and ends and all the details day by day, as well as any optional experiences and so on. And even to that point, the price that they would pay once they're over there. And it's just a really nice way to give that service to your customer, sending them through this as a PDF, then just sending them through a hyperlink of the tour. But it's completely up to you. You're more than welcome to do it the other way. But it's just really nice to be able to send it to them this way. Also, in case you're afraid of missing out on the details of the hotels and things like that you see on the website, it actually does have it on here as well. So you'll notice day by day, we'll still have here the hotels on there. The other point to this as well, though, is if you did try and hyperlink this page to the client, it actually wouldn't come up for them because you're on an agent's website. They don't have logins to the agent website. So it actually wouldn't work. The only way a hyperlink in an email would work is if you went back on Insight's direct website, then you would send it on to them that way. So this is just a really great way to say, download the itinerary, send it through them on email. And that way, you know, they've got to come back to you and say, what was the price again? You know, is the date available? All those things that they'll ask you. Down the bottom here as well, if you're learning more about our products and you don't fully know about everything about us, we have all the wording you need to put into your email to your client, which I think is just a great way, like, you know, work smarter, not harder. Use our wording to explain to the customer. So always down here, what's always included, and it's got it there for you. You can either copy and paste that from our website, pop it in and reformat it, or again, I'm a work smarter, not harder. You could always do something like, you know, screenshot it like this, pop it into the email, and then send it on to the customer there as well. So some great little points there for you that might just save a little bit of time for you there. And then if you've got any clients that love to get like reviews of their trips and if they're choosing the right customer or right product, I should say, on every single one of our brands, you'll also notice that we do have Instagram posts that you can go through and share with them. And then also we do have some fantastic videos through our YouTube channels that you can also send through to them as well. So if I head back to the front page of the travel agent portal, there is a lot more as you're going through. You'll notice we've got more information down the bottom. We've got our Travel Agent Academy where you can do some more learning and stuff. But I guess we're limited time today. I just wanted to go through with you some really good tips and tricks on how you can use our travel agent portal, which should save you a lot of time. So at this point, I'm going to stop sharing and take us back to my original slideshow that we had. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I just did the wrong thing then. Of course I did. website and I'll share that one for you. Okay, great. So when it comes to extra support, so we're like I said before, we are all about trying to make it so it's easier for you. So you'll actually notice I actually have my own social media page for you guys. So it's on Instagram, it's not on Facebook. So I feel like Instagram is probably the new way forward at the moment. So you'll notice on the screen here, take a photo of it if you wish. You've got here, it's purely just for all my home-based agents because I really just look after home-based in Australia. It's called TTC, oh sorry, Kai underscore TTC. And this is where I just keep on putting up like ideas of how you can, connect with your agent. I mean, sorry, connect with your customers. So it's got it all there for you. And then just as a reminder, when it comes to our social media that we have on our website, you'll actually notice that, I was showing you before, go into your phone, download it. If you do that, you can see in that video that I'm showing you, you can literally have it all in your phone albums already, and you can easily just pop that up now. Pop that up now, as you can hear that. You can quickly pop that up now onto your social media while you're watching TV, which is what I was saying before. So we really are trying to make it really easy for you. Sorry, my page is just frozen. Oops, that's why. Before I mentioned about how we actually do offer group opportunities as well. So it's all different styles of groups that we offer. So we offer from scheduled departures as well as exclusive departures or custom departures. So if you've ever got any opportunities for a group, so if you're, if you're in a church and you're looking at some pilgrimage exclusive departures, please reach out to me. I can go through it all with you. I'm very much experiencing groups. I've done a lot of school groups in my time with Trafalgar, which is another one. So if you've got any school groups that you're looking at, I would love to be able to support you on how we get it started, the investment of what that looks like, which is actually quite small with us, and then how I can support you to get that group moving. It is always best that you're part of a community already, or if you're linked up with a school already, and then we can keep that moving from there. But please reach out to me. I can help you with that. We do support a lot when it comes to our groups as well. So it will be things like digital flyers, posters, dedicated landing pages, things like that. So please reach out to me. I mean, even things like this, I could do a webinar that would be your clients on there, and we can do a co-hosting webinar, which is another way to connect with the people. So lastly, before I head into a bit of a wrap up and Q&A, just a reminder, and please, again, feel free to take a photo of this if you want to. But a reminder, I guess, the differences when it comes to our 5 brands. The top one there, Luxury Gold, is absolutely luxury. It includes Michelin star restaurant, it's limited edition, small group journeys. It has it so it's got VIP access, but also your experiences that you wouldn't have before. So say if you're in Budapest and you're going to a nice play or a musical that evening, you've got the front seats, which some companies already do. We will have all that included. But what we've also got as a luxury gold standard is that rather than sitting down and waiting for the curtains to rise, we will actually have you off in a room off to the side, having some champagne and some canapes. And just as the show's about to start, we will then usher you through to the front seats as the curtains are rising. So luxury gold is about luxury to the end and making it so that way it's that, I don't want to say money can't buy because they obviously are buying it, but we're really making it so those experiences are memorable. Then you've got Insight Vacations, that 4.5-star smaller groups touring with the beautiful centrally located hotels. Trafalgar's that 4-star, great mix of inclusions, but also free time. But the big standout for Trafalgar is the Be My Guest experience, meeting locals, taken into their home. I've done 4 of them now. Cannot thank them enough for those experiences with connecting with locals. And then Cost Saver is that really flexible freedom style of touring. And in actual fact, I'm going on Cost Saver next year with my family. So it'll be my parents-in-law, myself, and my son, because it really just suited all of us. So Cost Saver can be that great one where it has enough free time in there. That way you can do a family holiday and you're still getting taken along the seamless part of touring is taken along, taken care of, but then making it so that way you can have a nice family holiday as well because there's enough free time in there that you don't always feel like that you're traveling in that group style. And then Kentucky, we all know Kentucky, the 18 to 35-year-old traveling. So this is the screen I mentioned a few times before that please take a photo of all my contact details. So Kai Williams is my name, National Key Account Manager, where I look after all home-based, but exceptionally for you guys, I look after all Archer Group travel, so Archer Travel Group. The TAP website is just below there, so it's that agents.ttc.com. So please register yourself if you're not already, because there's some amazing tools on there for you to be able to, succeed in selling TTC tour groups. But at this point, I might open it up for questions, if that's okay, Amanda.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, our first question is can you provide details on the most popular tours among Australian customers?
Such a great question. And I would actually love to do like a whole other session on this if it didn't bore people. So when it comes to insight vacations, so I might stop. Well, actually, I'll start with luxury. Luxury gold is our Switzerland trip, our Canadian trip, and our Japan one. So write those down, have a quick look at those and what ones those are. Then when it comes to insight vacations, for Australian market would definitely be the country roads itineraries. So when you go onto the agent portal, if you just write in country roads, you'll see a massive list of all the insight itineraries that come up. I think the reason why they're really popular is because they're not your cookie cutter Rome to Rome itinerary in Italy. Country roads means they're staying in little villages throughout every country that we have. So we have country roads of France, country roads of Switzerland, country roads of Italy. And it really is seeing a country in depth, which I think that's why it's super popular. Goodness me, this can go on forever. Trafalgar is probably the best of Italy, and this is probably similar to Insight. The best ofs are the big sellers for Trafalgar. So the best of Italy, the best of Ireland, the best of France, those sort of ones are really, really popular to look at. So best of when it comes to Trafalgar. And then cost saver would need, without a doubt, which I'm going to do next year, the European Cavalcade, which is Amsterdam to Paris. So it's an 18-day see Europe all round. And then other than that, we definitely have our panoramic Rockies. Canadian Rockies is a big one for cost saver. Really works for that budget conscious, but also freedom flexibility type person for Canada. And then our east to west USA one is actually really popular with cost saver as well.
Perfect. This question is just curious if you're partnered with Travefy for building itineraries, or how do your building itineraries work?
Ooh, I've not heard of Travefy. It doesn't mean that we don't work with them, but from my time that I've been with the travel corporation, which is on and off 9 years, I've not heard of them. How
They're
do we build?
fairly new. It's like
Okay.
it's sort of like a extra little like social media thing that helps you post stuff type thing. And you can build
Oh, okay.
itineraries. It's just like for travel agents and whatnot. But I think it's really
Yeah.
based in the USA mostly. I'm not sure if Australia, if it's big there or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly after this call going to look into it, but I think because we are already built itineraries, I don't know if it is something that I'm aware of because of that reason. Because our product team has been around for, you know, some of them have been in there for 25 years, building these itineraries based on what consumers are wanting. I think that's probably why I've never heard of it. But I mean, if it's more of a social media support, I'm going to jump off this call today and have a look at it and see, yeah,
Perfect.
how we
So
might be
you're
able to
saying
work
that
together.
you guys have built itineraries already through your product, so that can really help agents, right?
Yeah, well, this is what touring is, right? So when we look at, say, the best of Italy, it's already a built itinerary. It's we are a built tour, so it's a Rome to Rome, 16 days itinerary. So it's already done and dusted, and then and we're taking care of it all for them. The travel director's included, the coach driver's included, the accommodation, the coach or train, depending on how you're traveling. So if I understand correctly what you just said, that other company is probably helping you piece it together. Well, we've already done all that work with our product team.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. I can
Mm.
understand where they're coming from. Some people don't offer that. Most do.
Hmm.
So it's good to note that you already have this included when you're a travel agent and you're booking through TTC Tour Brands. So, perfect.
Yeah, and we also offer the opportunity to have pre-nights accommodation with us or post-nights accommodation with us, so that way you're not having to go through another supplier and get that. And we also offer transfers as well. So if they're purely coming over for just our holiday and nothing else, because it's a 3-week cavalcade itinerary, that your agents can book the pre-nights with us and the transfers and the flights with somebody else, but that's it. So there's only the flights with somebody else and then the pre-nights, transfers, and the tour with us, and it's done. So it's only 2 suppliers. And in actual fact, watch this space. We're hoping to have some air soon for you guys as well, which means we could be that one-stop shop.
Ooh, I love that. Nice.
Mm. Mm.
Another question is, are there any incentives or bonuses for agents who book a certain number of tours a year?
Yeah, and it's one of my passionate things for you guys because it's about, being rewarded for what you do. That book bank bon voyage is definitely where it's at. So I didn't have enough time to go through it piece by piece, but basically what it is it allows you to book clients on any of our 5 brands and start accumulating credits. And when we say accumulating credits, it means that you're getting $100 per person for a Trafalgar booking. And once you accumulate those credits based on how many people you're booking with us, those credits go on your own TTC holiday. So I just had someone the other day that had booked 9 passengers on something, which is classed as a group. And so they got $900 just there straight away for one booking. And then they've got a few insights, a few luxury golds, and a few Kentikis. So they're sitting on about $1,600 so far that they can put towards their own holiday with us. It's pretty great.
Perfect. Perfect.
Mm.
Next question is, do you offer customizable tour options for clients with specific preferences, special requests, and or dietary requirements?
Yeah. I'm going to take that as 2 sort of questions and so 2 markets. First of all, the last one with dietary requirements can be on any one of our tours. So I've been in Italy where I've hosted a meal and we had a celiac with us. Not a problem. And that's in Italy. So I mean, just depends on what level it is, but we absolutely take all requests for dietary requirements. You, the agent, will fill out a form that your customer will talk about, send it back to us, and then we'll send it off to our operations team. That also comes into play when you think of any, say, disability things that we like, disability side of things that we need to know about. So when I say disability, there are all levels, of course, but it might be as simple as they can't walk more than 10 steps. So they just want to let us know about it. Please let us know, and we can absolutely accommodate to that. And then, but depending on all the levels of it all. And then customized groups. So we do offer customized groups, but there is just a number that we need to work with. So a customized group would generally be about 16 to 20. Once you've hit that, then we absolutely will customize it to your level. I've got ones that we're building itineraries at the moment in Turkey that we don't even go to, but our product team is helping us to the certain villages that this person wants, and we're doing it. So absolutely come to us and we can look at how we can customize that for you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm.
I didn't know you guys offered that. That's great to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
really cool. It just needs that minimum number though. So, if you come to, well, no, you can come to me for 4 people, but let's hope they're a billionaire or a millionaire because they're going to be paying it based on like a 16, 20 packs sitting, right? So, but absolutely we can customize
Yeah, you need a full group size or full group money amount to make that
more group
happen.
size.
Yeah,
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 like a
yeah.
16 to 20 packs. But if there's 4 people and they're happy to pay that amount, I mean, that is out there. So we can work towards that. Hmm.
Perfect. How do you ensure the safety and security of travelers during the tour, and what do you do in unexpected situations or destinations?
Yeah, really good question. This is, I mean, like I said, may have heard it before. 9 years I've been with the travel corporation. A lot of that was with Trafalgar, and it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. But a lot of it was when Berlin tourist attacks were happening, the French tourist attack, like Paris one was happening. I was working with a company at the time, and our crisis team, we call it, but probably not the best word, but our crisis team over in the UK and our operations team are phenomenal. Um, but it starts with you. So what we do require from you is that when you are filling out your client's details, that you don't put your own email address and your own contact details for the emergency. We need to have your clients' family members' emergency details as well as their actual on tour details. And it's all comes down to the travel director, our crisis team, and our ops team. to know that you've sent your clients somewhere and they have three types of teams that are working for them and with them to keep them safe is better than them being on their own. So it's they just come together. The travel director is accountable, like they see who's there and who's not there, or if they get notifications that something might be happening 3 hours away, which is where they're about to go, they pivot the tour and they will pivot the tour to a better option and safe for them. Does that answer the question okay, Amanda, without
Oh,
going in depth?
no, I think that
Yeah.
that was enough information, definitely. Thank you. And then our last question here is how can we stay updated on new tours and offerings happening with the TTC brand?
Absolutely. So the biggest thing for me is I actually send out monthly emails, which I do actually send through to Dave, and he says he sends out to the network, which is amazing. But if you do want to be, want to make sure that you are on that email, make sure you have the TAP portal logins so that way I can grab your details and send it out. So I do Kai's monthly updates, which tells you when we've got things on offer, when we've got new trips, all of those sort of things. Also, if you are on that mailing list, we're about to go out in September nationally with some launch events. And the launch events means you can come in person if you're able to and listen to our launch update as well. So there's my monthly EDMs as well as launch events are coming out in September, but we just need to make sure we have your contact details. So make sure you're registered on TAP so we'll have those. Or if not, if you're not sure, you can shoot me a quick email and I can make sure you're on the database.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kai, and thank you for all the information. If you guys would like to reach out to her, you have her email on screen as well as her phone number, and don't forget to register for TAP right there if you haven't already. If not, go onto your portal, check it out, and see if you have any clients for them because it's the great time to book right now. So, without I don't have anything else to say. Would you like to add anything before we close out, Kai?
Yeah, just a super quick one. And you would have seen it when we first went on the TAP portal. Only 3 days ago, well, 2 days ago now, we've released 2025 10% sale on select tours. So to your point, Amanda, this is the time to start looking at locking in your clients for next year. And we've now got the selling tool for you, which is some offers and markets. So that's all I wanted to add. Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you again, Kai. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, happy selling, happy booking, and enjoy. Thanks, Kai.
Thanks, everyone. Speak to you soon. Bye.